Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 1 and 2.4. This is our Quickfire Roundup of what we've been doing this week. Now, before we start looking at these games, I'm just going to go to the community to tell you some things you can vote on and looking at the results of the last one. Alrighty, you've only got room and budget for €1 in your game. €1 game for this quarter. Which one would you pick? Now, for me, it would be Flow, of course, which I'm calling the next generation. Galactic Cruise this generation. No, Galactic Cruise last generation. And Meeple Inc. this generation. I'm surprised no one's voted this, but I'll be discussing that when I get to the Meeple Inc. video from our videos. And the result from our last one... 150 budget for March. What would you pick? Flow is getting the vote. For me, Flow and Dying Light. Ooh, I'm going to come back and do a final thoughts on that. It's incredible. In fact, I think it's been the best Kickstarter of the year so far. I am all over the moon for this. The updates are absolutely incredible for Dying Light. Ooh, I'm so excited for that one. Anyway, let's kick off, shall we? All right. Nightcap Chat, number 18. Just imagine you could only back a game for 3 months in the year. Man, this year has been incredible, and March is doing some incredible things. Man, you'd be so happy. Party Game Go. Is it the greatest of all time? Party Games Ready, Set, Bet. Well, it's come on Kickstarter for a High Roll edition. It's looking absolutely incredible. So if there's ever a time in the year that you get together with 4 or more, even up to 9 people, this is the perfect game to have in one's collection. It is looking superb. It really is fantastic. I don't know why I didn't put a blue ribbon on it. And I think the reason I put a blue ribbon on it is that it's just a retail edition that's become fully pimped out. So, you know, it's a known quantity. You know if you want it or not because there's so many videos on the retail game, and this is just a pimped up version of it, and of course it looks great. Now, Galactic Cruise looks like they are massive fans of Vital Lacerda. They've even got Eno Tool to do the art, which I think is his best in class so far, where you're creating a ship to send tourists on a holiday into space. Now, it is last gen for me. It feels last gen Euro fare. It fits on your shelf next to your Vital Lacerda. If you don't like Vital Lacerda games, you're probably not going to like this. It's a heavy to medium Euro, and for me, it's not doing anything innovative or next generation cleverness. So for me, it's just doing what the retail space has been doing, and it's nothing really to get my blood exciting. Now, Meeple Inc., however, excuse me, I'm drinking some Sprite here, and it's fresh from a bottle, and you know what it's like, gassy. Yep. All right, Meeple Inc. is probably got the worst box design ever because it's so uninspiring. I mean, just it's terrible. In fact, it's got less views than Realm Runners. I thought Realm Runners was going to get 10 views. Meeple Inc. Yeah, you are a game board designer and you are creating a game to actually get published and take to conventions. It looks super cool. If you know anything about board games, you've got a large collection. This is probably a love letter to you. You're probably really interested in it. It's got so many great components, etc. It does look fantastic. If I wasn't backing Flow, I would be super interested in Meeple Inc. But for me, it's current generation, and I love the next generation of Flow, which I will be doing a final thoughts on this as well, because it is also phenomenal. Look at Flow and Dying Light next to each other. Incredible twosome there. Ooh, so exciting. Anyway, Meeple, you definitely need to check that out. The box art is probably putting everybody off the game for certain. It just looks horrendously bad. Now, Realm Runners is coming from Backer Kit. I followed Backer Kit when they did Monty Python's Flying Circus, which was an absolute joke of a game. And this one is so puzzling. Like, who's it for? I've no idea. It's as if back a kit marketing to old people's homes and giving them simple games. It's basically a ladder game where you're just going up a ladder in a race to the top. It's... There's some interesting stuff here, but the art is definitely, it's like felt tip art from the 70s, or 60s even. Yeah, it's going to turn a lot of people off, but it's such a strange and quirky game, but it's certainly one I would not recommend just because of the way all the boards are. Art doesn't come together at all. It's just super out of left field. It's so strange. Now, the Ready, Set, Bet Kickstarter got me really thinking, so I did a nightcap chat number 19. Is it better to wait? Because Ready, Set, Bet, you knew it was big in retail, but you knew you had retail components, and you could have guessed it would come to Kickstarter to pimp it out. You'd be correct if you did. It was better to wait because this version is so much better because of the components, right? And it's now larger footprint on the table. And if you think about it, if a first print run beta, let's say Dying Light, is coming to Kickstarter, you know it's going to come to a second print, 100% Dying Light, but it will be fixing all its problems from its first print. So really, if you're backing games for the first time, like Flow, Dying Light, they are betas, aren't they? Because they may have problems. It's a risk. Now, having said that, Flow is the team from Fantasia with a different name. Endless Winter's not come back on Kickstarter yet, but it probably will. It was a huge success. You got to think about the company, but Chapters, Vampire the Masquerade, that's its second Kickstarter, absolutely, and Last Light, that's its second Kickstarter. A lot of these are first. Ruination, that's its second Kickstarter. Just going down, you can see that these Tokyo Highway, retail game comes to Kickstarter. A lot of these are new. Perseverance, Castlevania Chronicles already had a Kickstarter, so this is its second Kickstarter plus expansion. Earthborn Rangers, second Kickstarter. So you can see that all these Kickstarters come back on crowdfunding. And then when you get the second print, it's better, it's improved upon that first. You're getting a errata pack, aren't we? So is it better to wait, and is it more a mature thing to do and more responsible thing to look after your budgets and stuff like that, where you can kind of just wait for that game? And finally then, Crazy Dungeon, the video recently just launched 49 minutes ago, and it's a corridor crawler, but it looks so cool. Travel size box, take this on holiday, you can definitely play it within an hour. It says like up to 90 minutes if there's 4 of you. That's because it's very chunky. Very, very cool. Love the art. The standees look fantastic. There's a beautiful Kickstarter edition and then a Kickstarter Plus edition. Oh my God. It's looking so, so, so good. And it's basically a dice chucker, dice placement then on your board to attack your enemies. The enemies will go to the back of the queue. Use certain abilities can only attack certain parts of the queue. Like a melee can only attack the front of the queue. The archer might be able to reach the back of the queue, for example. So there's a little bit of strategy going involved. There's loads of really cool things there, but it's a really gem in the weeds of Kickstarter. It's not doing very well, but we thought we'd give it some presence on our channel because it's looking stupendously good, and we've given it a $1 because pending shipping and that, we definitely might be getting this game in the future. It just looks so, so good, and it's got that family appeal as well, where you could definitely play this with your kids if you're a parent, so it's got that kids appeal too. Lovely jubbly. Well, that's our quick fire roundup of the week. My obviously pick of the week is I.D.E.A, the Crazy Dungeon. I can't remember what the name is. It's just I.D.E.A. It's like the if you go to the description, you'll see what that means. It's like a silly name, but yeah, I.D.E.A is my pick of the week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribers are going up. Ooh, on 915 now. Absolutely fantastic. I think we came back at 904. So we've got our 9 subscribers. We have got our 1%. Woohoo! Our first goal of the year is met. And our next goal is 1% more, and it's another 9. Yep, we're looking for another 9. So 924 is our next goal for our subscribers. And if you are watching this and you recently subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you like the content and all that good stuff. Remember, you can leave any comments in the description. I'll be doing a Q&A at the end of March. So if you want to ask me any questions about Kickstarter or any of that good stuff, feel free to leave it in the comments of this video or on any of our videos. We look at all our comments, of course, and reply back as much as we can, all that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching. If you got this far in the video, please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, this has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.